question to the city of Tampa Bay. Why the hell were there not cops directing traffic last night at Metallica? Funk that! I mean, seriously. I went to the frickin' thing, and we'll break it down, and it's going to be a wild show. But I could not believe my eyes when they just were letting absolute madness happen last night, and I didn't get to bed till frickin' 1:30 a.m., and I ain't a spring chicken anymore.
In your heart, you know he's right.
Doors closing.
Hi, this is Ryan Hoppe's mom, and you're listening to Hoppe Hour.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yes, now. Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start. Okay, well, hit it. All right.
Hoppe Hour starts in 4, 3, 2. Hoppe. This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe.
Fuck you, Dizzy.
Where we at?
Always going in, never doubt it. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source or trending topic. Be the hottest, search about his competition. Microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying. H-O, BPE. H-O, BPE. H-O, BPE. You already know Hoppe Hour in your system.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my freaking God. I am not a spring chicken anymore. Now I know my older audience. We got some 18 to 34-year-olds in that demographic that listen, and some 25 to 70-year-olds. So I know my older audience is going to roll their eyes when I say this, but I ain't a spring chicken anymore. Yeah, I know I'm only 31 years old, and I know, I get it. I just turned off the mic, sorry about that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, going to bed at 1 a.m. at 31 years old and 9 months is not the same as going to bed at 22 at 1 a.m. Last night, I went to frickin' Metallica, and what a party that was. But before we get to all of that, and my complaints about the city of Tampa. Now, I usually don't critique Tampa too much. That's not true. But you don't want to shit where you eat. But I have some major critiques. But first, we can't just begin this show on this Monday. Went at this.
Hey, guys.
What's up, G?
Want to go to Chachi's? Get some coffee?
Oh, it's early.
I gotta get out of here. I think I'm gonna lose it.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the mundoos.
One more time.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the mundoos.
Oh, sure.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the mundoos.
One more time.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the mundoos.
Oh, do I have a case of the Mondays? All right now. All right. So growing up, my dad was not very much into rock music. The hardest type of rock music he liked was, let's say, I don't know, REM. But I have always adored Metallica. When I first drove to Cleveland, the first time I moved, or the first time I tried out for Rover's Morning Glory, and I turned on 100.7 WMMS, right around I was in the Toledo area, I put on 100.7, and the first song I heard was Enter Sandman. And oh my God! It was pumping me up. So I've always had a soft spot for Enter Sandman, and it just reminds me of like Midwest grit. I like Metallica, Van Halen, and AC/DC. And fortunately, I have been able to see all of them. especially Van Halen in 2015 after a promotions gig. So I asked my boss, Shamara, and my friend Pharaoh, a.k.a. Juan, I said, hey, do you guys have any AC/DC tickets? And let me just tell you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, they gave me Sunday tickets. Oh, I was so pumped up, so ready to go. Here's the problem. No, it's not that. Metallica is a little corporate now. No, it's not that. There is something that is going on. It is the fact that the parking at, let's say, Raymond James is awful. All right. Now I know that a lot of people have moved to Tampa Bay. I know there were 70,000 people at Metallica last night. I had it all planned out because when I went to AC/DC 3 weeks ago with my friend Huey, I was able to go there. Here's some hard rock music I played and I just made on Suno. Oh yeah, because I can't play any of the actual rock music. And I feel like you need rock music in the background when you're talking about heavy metal concerts. So, there is the Burger King on Dale Mabry. And for every event I've ever gone to, if it was Monster Jam or AC/DC, I've never been to a Bucks game, you walk about a mile to the Burger King on Dale Mabry, and you get picked up by the Uber or Lyft. So last night, I was with my date, who I keep anonymous. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we walk to Burger King. It takes about 15 minutes. And I go, you know what? Let me pre-order and do the wait setup on Lyft, where you pre-order the ride and it comes within 10 minutes. So we arrive at Burger King right as my Uber driver's picking us up because we parked at International Mall to save money on Uber. So we get into that car and I feel like a freaking champion. I just got to see Metallica. I'm going to start listening to more Pantera. They were badass. But my Lyft driver goes to turn left at that light on Dale Mabry right by Burger King and that wing house. And it was blocked off. I don't know why they blocked it off because it wasn't blocked off at AC/DC because all we had to do was just go down that street and then we would be at International Mall and I would have been home by midnight. But no. And then my Lyft driver goes to the next street by HCC. That's blocked off. And then they go to the next street past Raymond James, and that's blocked off. And we're on frickin' Dale Mabry for 35 minutes while all these streets are blocked off. And all the Tampa police was out last night. You know where they were? They weren't directing traffic or doing anything as there was chaos. No, they were facing the stadium as they were just waving their hand for people to keep going. So they were on the right side of the road if you're heading towards Dale Mabry. None of them were in the road. None of them were guarding traffic. I'm glad you guys make six figures, guys. You're so good. The hell do you do? At least the sex trafficking's not that bad in that city. No. I am not trying to harp on the city of Tampa because I live here. This area, I'm more of a St. Pete guy. But this area has made me, quote unquote, whatever type of fame I have. This place has provided me a living. It has provided me so many friends. I have no friends in Illinois. Everybody who listens to me that I went to high school with won't get back to me. They're a bunch of sensitive babies. So everything I have is in Tampa Bay. But my God, does that city need to frickin' figure out the traffic on Dale Mabry. I don't know why there were cops, doing some type of, work. I don't know why the freaking cops weren't directing traffic and letting people turn left onto the roads. All it takes is some mass shooter and you have nowhere to go. You're fucking stuck on the road. I mean, seriously. But hey, Tampa's building up Channel Side. Good job. Figure it out, Mayor Jane. This ain't it. Oh, the frickin' people last night at the concert. I like to call them mutants. Why? Because during the show, they're just going, dang, dang, dang. You think that's annoying? Me going, dang. Imagine being at a rock concert. This is my first heavy metal show. And they're just going, dang, dang, over and over. It's like, you sound like a da-da-da. All right, that music's making me too hyper. And I just don't understand why Tampa has to be the way it is. Now, granted, I would rather live in Tampa 100% of the time over Chicago. I don't really claim Chicago anymore. It's too expensive. Their mayor is a racist piece of garbage. So I love Tampa. I don't want people, whenever I critique this area, all the Bone listeners that I used to talk to on the radio, they'll comment, why don't you go back to Illinois then? Because I like it here. But that doesn't mean there's not problems. Figure it out. Why were you blocking off the roads that let people, turn left? And then everybody wants to get picked up right in front of Raymond James. Which honestly, if you're going to block off the roads, you might as well get picked up in front of Raymond James, because there was no point of me and my freaking date to walk to Burger King and then have us go all the way through the traffic. The one critique, I had a great Lyft driver, a little sassy, but I had a good Lyft driver. But at the light that did let us turn left, she could have just turned left and then we get rerouted because we're going towards the mall. No, my Lyft driver rather, because I don't claim Uber. My Lyft driver decides to go into the traffic at 11:40 on a Sunday night. And then when we got back to my date's house beforehand, we had this place called Wings Express on Bears. Oh, the food is good. It's like a drive-through, and it's got like pre-inflation prices. You can get like 10 boneless wings and fries and a Coke for $12. It's like you're stuck in 2012 with those great prices. I'm being dead serious. What I'm saying to you is I was starving. Before I headed to Metallica, I went to Wawa and I got mozzarella sticks and 2 egg rolls. And it was great. But at the end of the night, I was starving. I should have just had a burger or had Tums before, because around 6 a.m., my stomach starts grumbling. And I had to go to the bathroom for about 26 minutes. And I'm a girl about that, because I've dated bougie women that are high maintenance and really annoying, that the idea of taking a crap is not discussed. God. If I'm tired from the traffic and everything surrounding a Metallica concert, can you imagine being James Hetfield and his crew? Yeah, they're a little corporate. Yeah, they're kind of like the Howard Stern of rock music, where they might have quote-unquote sold out, but those boys still put on a hell of a show. It's just not as good as Pantera. And you know what I did at that game? I couldn't miss the NBA Finals, even though I kind of wanted to, because I can't stand the flopping of Oklahoma City. But I have YouTube TV, and let's just say I watched the game while listening to music. My date looked at me like I was absolutely crazy. But no, you got to do that. And then last night, I got recognized by a few people. One guy was like, hey, do you remember me on the Cowhead Cruise? And I was like, No, I was blackout drunk the whole time. I didn't say that. But it's always funny whenever I get recognized in public. I can always tell. People do this thing. It's like they're checking me out like I'm a girl. They up down me. They're like, is that the tall guy from the radio? It's quite funny. Oh, and then I gotta stop like looking at my phone all the time when I'm posting things on social media, because I may have walked into the girl's bathroom, barely, but I still did. And then the security guard, this girl's like, hey, and I'm like, sorry. And I said, describes my life, and everybody laughed. But I'm freaking just out of it right now, man. Driving me absolutely nuts, this planet. It was like Tampa said about the traffic on Dale Mabry. They were like, why let people have an easy way to go home when we can have everybody sit in fucking traffic on a Sunday night? My God. What is this planet doing? Hey, but at least the politicians keep getting elected. I can't vote in Tampa because I don't live in Tampa, but if I did and Bob Buckhorn is running again, I think I might vote. Just move to Tampa just to vote for him. Because the problem is the cops were doing nothing last night. And then before the concert, I was really stoned and had no energy because I was just tired from the week. So I went swimming in my pool at my apartment. And I swam laps. And I got to be careful. I got to be sensitive when I say this. Because I don't want to be racially profiling. But there appears to be a lot of people that are possibly not here legally that live in my apartment. Hey, maybe they're here illegally. But you know when you see somebody who you can tell isn't here legally and they don't know how to, like, I'm not saying be Americans because we're all humans, but they don't know how to use like a keypad at Sika or whatnot. They don't know how to do basic things. Well, this version that I had to deal with was called parenting. I'm swimming in the pool. It's a small pool and I'm in the corner and it was like a family that probably shouldn't be here. And every other time I've swam, people are like, hey, guys, move over here. Let him swim a little bit. No, these 5 little brats were just swimming all over this small pool as I'm just trying to get a workout in. And then the guy looks at me like I'm not supposed to be there. Drove me absolutely nuts. Moments like that is why I'm glad I got a vasectomy. Moments like that is when I'm like, you know what? That was a smart decision. Whenever I see people that shouldn't have kids of any ethnicity, of any race, I go, well, I'm glad I was aware I shouldn't. You're all mutants. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhoppyradio@gmail.com. This show is for the hardworking average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you live in the U.S. or the U.K., Sweden, wherever the hell you're listening. As long as you're listening, that's all that matters. All right. I'm a little grouchy. I'm also recording in my private happy hour studios and not at the chill room. So I'm a little louder today. So that's either a blessing or a curse. But we will be right back on Happy Hour after this. But here is Fatal with I'm the Shit.
Happy Hour.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
You probably had Taco Bell before. Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
What the fuck? Boogie, you smell that shit? It smells like somebody took a motherfucking shit in the booth. Oh shit, that's me. You smell the shit in the air, that's all me. You want the icing on your cake, homie, you should call me. Cause I'm the shit, 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 I'm the shit. I ain't got a lot of ice, you dig, but I'm good, hard and sharp. Hey, I'm P5, bitch, I'm the shit, 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 I'm the shit. Man, this rap shit I done mastered. You ain't gotta ask a nigga, will I blast you, nigga? I will blast you. So I am the smoothest dude you ever knew. I'm rude, but I'm the truth. And who the hell are you? Pursue and follow suit. Who done gas you, nigga? I will creep up on you, cock back, click and blast you, nigga. Over fifth for Grey Goose bumping my shit, laughing, nigga. It ain't no competition out here, I just laugh at niggas. Cause I'm amazing, bitch. Plenty cats try to battle me, but I'm dangerous. You can check my credentials, see I don't play that shit. With that 40 cal clip I got, ain't my real weakness. I'm a grazer, cause obviously niggas getting me fucked up. I ain't no rapper, I'm a street nigga, happen to luck up. So if you cocksuckers ain't getting my drift, nigga, take another whiff, nigga. Sniff, nigga. Shit in the air, that's all me. You want the icing on your cake, homie, you should call me. Cause I'm the shit, 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 I'm the shit. I ain't got a lot of ice, you dig, but I'm good, hard and sharp. Hey, I'm P5, bitch, I'm the shit, 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 I'm the shit. I'm the S-H-I-T shit. You hate niggas can't suck this dick. You might as well you French kissing that bitch. And she just slob, slurp and swallow this penis. I know you wanna come to heritage, but you're cool on a whole lot of bullshit. Don't give a fuck who you affiliated with. I pull your resume, now your shorty school and shit. And if you think that this shit that I'm spitting is fiction and made upon the pad it was written, then listen, you bitches better pay close attention. This ain't no image, may I mention, bitch, I live in the trenches. And obviously niggas getting me fucked up. I ain't no rapper, I'm a street nigga, happen to luck up. So if you cocksuckers ain't getting my drift, nigga, take another whiff, nigga. Sniff, nigga. Shit in the air, that's all me. You want the icing on your cake, homie, you should call me. Cause I'm the shit, 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 I'm the shit. I ain't got a lot of ice, you dig, but I'm good, hard and sharp. Hey, I'm P5, bitch, I'm the shit, 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 I'm the shit. I'm the shit. It's fatal, you dig. I'm the shit. PKA Fatal. PKA Fatal. Not out of your dig. Kid. PKA. Not out of it. PKA the H&IC. The hottest nigga in Chicago. And for those of y'all who out there who wondering what PKA stands for, that's fatally known as you dig. And I know I may come off as being real cocky and arrogant, but
yeah, you kind of do.
You know, you meet me in person, I'm really a nice guy.
I can relate to that.
But it is what it is, man.
I know what you mean.
You don't smell that shit?
Oh, I do. Those freaking wings hit me.
I'm the shit, I'm the shit. I'm the shit.
I love when they call boneless chicken boneless wing. That makes no sense.
I got a question for you.
Want to wake up?
I don't want to wake up.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
We will dedicate this broadcast to
The early birds?
The early bird. Well, we all know.
Early bird gets the worm.
Good Lord, worms?
For breakfast. Oh, just got coffee, thanks. Come on, we're ready to start the show. Is this the show?
What is it? Showtime.
This is not headline news. The Playboy Mansion has been renovated.
Yeah.
Between the construction and Hugh Hefner dying, the house is completely free of aging wood. Insiders say Bill Gates has never stepped foot on his $645 million yacht. Mostly because it doesn't have a supercuts. And Hefty released birthday cake-scented trash bags. Ask for it at the grocery store by name. Stupid product. This is not headline news.
I try to not critique the prep that this prep service gives radio shows, but today was an off day. But you know what's going to be even less funny? Is the best of Bill Maher from this weekend.
Not everything needs an Instagram. I don't know what's more depressing, the fact that there's an Instagram page dedicated to reviewing sticks, or the fact that it has 3.2 million followers.
All right. Not listening to that. Also, there was music in the background. I don't want to get hit with a copyright strike.
Critics are calling it the scariest movie of the summer. Test audiences couldn't imagine the horror. And the most frightening factor, it's based on a true story. The movie everyone is screaming about is Grandpa's Toenails.
Now, I've seen all of the Saw movies, but I've never been more repulsed by anything as gory as Grandpa's toenails. One looked like a burnt potato chip.
I immediately quit nursing school after seeing Grandpa's toenails, because if that's the kind of sick crap I'm gonna have to look at, no thank you. I'll whore it up on OnlyFans.
Try as you will to look away from Grandpa's Toenails.
I hope they don't make a sequel. I ain't coming back for more of that sick stuff.
Grandpa's Toenails starts Friday.
So now I want to say I've never, ever done cocaine. But one time, Jason Biggs, you know, the guy from American Pie? Yeah, he jumped into a trash bin for cocaine.
I got in my car with the bag of Coke, drove to like Sunset. I put the bag of Coke in one of those trash bins, but not just in the trash bin. There was a Starbucks cup inside of it with still some coffee in it, and I put it in that. And I literally drove down the hill, parked, opened up this person's trash bin, opened up the Starbucks container, pulled the wet baggie out of the thing, dried it off, drove back home.
That is the most 2000s thing I've ever heard. I guess Miley Cyrus was at a film festival and she got bullied into singing by her dumb fans because they thought it was going to be a concert. Sounds like Idiocracy. Bunch of morons! Wow, the movie Idiocracy is coming alive. Alright, I feel stupider after listening to that clip. Bunch of morons. A school teacher in California gave a $5,000 tip instead of a $5 tip when buying CBD products. Yeah, you know, she was high as hell. And you know she doesn't make a lot of money, so that $5,000, especially in California, goes a long way. All right, so here's the thing. Here is Linda talking about what happened, and I guess Wells Fargo is going to pay her the $5,000 with interest.
He says, enter a tip. Well, when I did, there's no decimal point. And I pushed, I thought, which was only 2 zeros, ended up being 3 zeros. I said, wait, I want to delete this. And he said, I don't know how to delete it.
No, you're lying.
He never erased it, nothing. Like $5,000, I don't have that kind of money. I busted out in tears. I'm a single mom. I have 2 grown kids. My son is graduating college next week. I can't even buy anything for him because I have a $5,000 outstanding. Now it's $5,500.
Yeah, I don't like this planet. The people that ran that company are morons and classless douchebags. Speaking of classless douchebags with overpriced burnt coffee, a couple says Starbucks refused to help them during a medical emergency because they didn't get in line.
I could have possibly blacked out. It could have had a more dramatic impact on my body. My kidneys could have possibly just shut down.
And he just started sweating. He's like, I don't feel well. He started leaning over, and then he started vomiting. I was frantic. I think I was crying at that point. The employee looked at me and was like, you need to get in line. And then I repeated what I said. I'm like, but my husband, he's in kidney failure. We just need ice water quickly. And he looked at me again and was like, you need to get in line. Starbucks had a decision that day to pick policy or humanity, and they chose policy.
Well, yeah. Thank God their coffee's not $9. Fucking mutants. Here's a comedy bit.
And now, a woman's thoughts while having lunch at the park.
Another kid's birthday party at the park. Just what I want to listen to while I try to eat a sandwich during my lunch break. A bat smacking a piñata. Come on, haven't you people ever heard of a Dave & Buster's? Oh, splendid. A toddler just tripped over a tree root and now he's shrieking. What happened to the good old days when kids spent all day glued to iPads? Oh, and I love this homeless guy doing karate in the gazebo. You're a real Jean-Claude Van Damme. Wait, I think that is Jean-Claude Van Damme. All right, time to eat my Wait, where's my sandwich? Okay, squirrels, you want war? You got war.
All right, there you go. Sounds like my brain, to be honest. Well, I am a part woman, kind of. Not in like a transitional way. More like a, I grew up around my mom. I listen to top 40 music. I don't like pooping. I'm essentially a girl. All right. If you have a Bigfoot sighting, you will get a discount from a dispensary in Monroe, Michigan. Here is Monroe resident Bob Virgil talking about the sighting. As an area dispensary is now running a promotion for it. And this is the most Michigan thing ever. The guy spells his name B-O-B-B. I'm sure he's going to sound like a rocket scientist.
When I first heard about it, I was in Baltimore, Maryland. I said,
he doesn't sound that dumb.
Oh my gosh. I leave home for a week and look what happened.
I wonder if he listens to fake prank calls on Mojo in the morning.
Was what was called the Monroe Monster years ago. Someone saw a big creature out near the Fermi power plant. I think it's really funny that this was spotted near where that was.
It's not that funny, but whatever. I mean, there you go. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. That is the opening prep for today. All right. We're going to come back on Happy Hour and keep this party going. Right after this, hang on.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
You probably had Taco Bell before.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Sean Mack was
here is LEP Bogus Boys with Chi-Town's Anthem.
Sean Mack from here. You dig? Don't feed the killers. Don't forget to check out Bogus Boys. MySpace.com/Bogus Boys Infrared. You dig? Sean Mack from here. Shot down. Let's do it.
Fuck you, Dizzy.
I know, moving on the hop when the beat's on. My teacher asked me what I wanna be. Said the G with a beat song. Never false flag from the load of the wild hunters. Neutron kill a nigga, you either ride under the 5 or the 6, and you better know your lick when you walk up in the county. And they ask what you is. All well, GD, Vice Lord, Daddy King, BDNC, New Breed, Spanish D. Ain't living by the creed in the state of Illinois. Chief Steel, full rank on the streets within the joint. I've been appointed a position of authority within this organization. You don't want to war me, so act accordingly before I put it in effect. You catch a ugly violation if you disrespect. Laying in the ditch, ain't nobody playing bitch. I get back and spray the shit, everybody play the shit. From the hunters to the low, East to after to the phone, motherfucker, lay it low. Everybody say it, yo. We in the middle of the action, in the midst of the gunfights and stabbing. You better have that car with you when you pass it, cause we are making express spots, gas, better act in the Illinois boys grinding. I don't think a nigga out here who will really drive. I'm highly respect. You know the way we see gangster and pester and pet. I got more members that is will connect. And we believe in the chillin', we elect the threat. You got a death wish, you go against your brain, time to die now. We got rules and regulations in the shot. In the ditch, ain't nobody playing, bitch. I get back and straight to kill. Everybody say this shit shot. From the 100 to the low, to after to the pole, motherfucker lay it low. Everybody say it, yo. Shit, I don't know what you heard. All I know, can't self-record when you come to Chicago. Make sure you understand that we gangbangers. We don't care about no damn rap. But on that note, let's get this shit straight. I ain't the one to lip box, switching back and forth on a mixtape. Even though you say that's hip hop, but nigga, I don't play. A motherfucker this county gon' get pop. Nah, I ain't waving a threat. I'm just letting you know in the dough, I'm as gangster as it get. Now play with it like you think I'm joking. We'll come shoot your town up, bounce on the first thing, smoke it. Oh, Charlie, it's that real. I'm telling you, don't let this fucking rap shit get your ass killed. Goofy, that beef ain't shit to me, especially when I just signed a deal. I need the publicity. Laying in the ditch, ain't nobody playing, bitch. I get back and straight to kill. Everybody say this shit shot. From the 100 to the low, to after to the pole, motherfucker lay it low. Everybody say it, yo. Shot. Laying in the ditch, ain't nobody playing, bitch. Cock it back and straight to kill. Everybody say this shit shot. From the 100 to the low, to after to the pole, motherfucker lay it low. Everybody say it, yo.
Happy Hour will be right back. Happy Hour.
Oh, yeah. What up? This is Happy Hour. This following segment has been brought to you by DZBZ Honey. DZBZHoney.com. When I tell you they got the best Delta 8 CBD honey around, no matter my word, comes in the form of a lollipop. Lick the lollipop, the wrapper. A honey stick or a jar of honey. However the hell you want to get high, DZBZHoney.com. Promo code HOPP.
In your heart, you know he's right.
Why is it that people think it's still cool to drive drunk when you have Uber and Lyft? You're a bunch of mutants. Funk that. I mean, come on, I know.
In your heart, you know he's right.
Doors closing. Scott Rizzuto from The Riz Show in St. Louis, and you're listening to my man, Ryan Hoppe, on The Hoppe Hour.
Hey, what's up? I'm Woody. That's Greg Gorey.
What's up?
Menace.
Hi.
Gina Grad.
Hey.
Seabass. There's Sammy.
Hello.
We are The Woody Show. Yeah. And you are listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Recording for the average Joe and Jane because we don't discriminate by gender. If you work hard, keep listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet that the other stations are tuned into.
Oh yeah, since we did get all worked up, let's get some lo-fi vibes. Fuck you, Gareth! You little bitch!
Hoppe Hour in the air.
Oh, sure.
Feel the vibe everywhere.
I got it!
Kick back in your chair.
Whatever.
Life beyond compare.
Oh, sure.
Hoppe Hour, take it slow. Let the rhythm gently flow. Catch the beats in the glow. Tune in and let it grow. Hoppe Hour, oh yeah.
Oh, this is relaxing me.
Hoppe Hour.
Which there's really no point of relaxing because I'll just go back to ranting. 856-49 Hoppe. That's 856-494-6773.
Coolest spot you ever.
You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Yeah, like a dream.
You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. Oh, isn't this nice? You know what we should do? We should do the daily smoke up. I assume you're listening after working your ass off at work.
No stress.
Or maybe you're on break and you got some marijuana next to you. Here's what we're going to do. You got your blunt, your joint, your bong, your pen, your vape, your edible, your THC oil, whatever the hell you have. Let's smoke together.
Hoppe Hour, feel the flare. Oh yeah, Hoppe Hour.
All right. We turn this down here. We turn this up here. Oh, sorry about that. All right. Let's take the hit. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Woo!
In the air.
Yeah.
Feel the vibe everywhere.
It's definitely in the air.
Chair.
Happy Hot Topic.
Justin Bieber entering the chat to defend Sexy Red, who put
Oh yeah, she really puts up
Ray J on blast after he claimed the two hooked up.
Of course they did. They were like making out essentially, just without making out on the couch at that nightclub.
The war of words went down on Instagram June 8th. The 27-year-old shared a screenshot of her and Ray J's DMs with the One Wish singer sending apologies.
If I had one wish.
After claiming on Twitch, the two had a romantic history.
Oh yeah, you know, she just really gives some good head.
Ed then roasting Ray J, who also offered a public correction via live stream. According to Complex, the 44-year-old told fans, "I want to apologize to Sexy Red."
Yeah, because all Ray J has done is talked about other people because he got exploited with the sex tape with Kim Kardashian.
That's insensitive and it's not okay. And it's trolling at the highest level.
Oh yeah, that's your whole career, bud.
As for the baby singer, who was spotted partying with Red in April in Los...
God, Bieber looks so freaking stoned. You know when you could tell, like when you're at a nightclub or a strip club, and you could tell when a guy's got a boner? That's a Bieber in this picture.
Vegas, he too was miffed over Ray J's false claim. Justin reposted Red's screenshot to his Instagram story, adding his commentary, "This rubs me real wrong. Sorry, Red, you the goat."
He's definitely not the goat. Maybe the throat goat. Speaking of someone that's a throat goat.
Happy Hot Topic.
We got married April 6th and divorced May 28th.
Brittany Renner and Kevin Gates are divorced.
Yeah, she's got that whole outfit like she's in the Middle East. But she went on that whole thing where she went on Shed and Sharp's podcast a year and a half ago and talked about sleeping with like 28, 30 guys. And I had that whole segment where my body count was larger. I think I'm going to play that segment to end Hoppy Hour. Well, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is now she's like in denial that she slept with everybody, so now she's all modest and religious.
After 52 days of marriage, in a June 7th interview with Los Angeles radio station, Real
There's bootleg Kev.
92.3 LA. The Basketball Wives star confirms the news. She adds that there is a 90-day waiting period in Islam after divorce to see if you're pregnant and for possible reconciliation, where you're not supposed to entertain anyone else romantically.
Yeah, she probably had so much guilt about all the sex she had because she was banging all the NBA players. So then she found religion. That's what happens with all the naughty girls.
I don't think anybody gets married to not stay married. So I think my biggest thing for me is this is a nice 90-day reset, just focusing on myself and
talk about a PR stunt.
Pouring into myself, and I followed my heart, and that's more than what most people can say in this world.
Yeah, you sound a little passive aggressive. I bet you're fun to be married to. No wonder you've been passed around like a blunt.
And I have no shame in that. That's why I'm
I don't care, honey.
here. BET Awards. As you can see, I'm out here on this blacktop by myself. And
that's so brave of you. Oh, you're so brave. How do you do? Shut up.
Despite their short marriage, Britney says she has no regrets.
Well, I put you back on the map. Who the hell has talked about Britney Runner since you stopped showing off that body?
People don't give it their all. They don't just go for it, you know? So I feel like, but when you do, you're at peace with whatever happens, because it's like,
oh, yeah.
I gave 100%. There's nothing, I left it all.
There's definitely like 35 guys that felt at peace after banging you.
On the field, on the table, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
For metaphor, but yeah.
Whatever. All right, Billie Eilish. I didn't even know she's into guys. She has a boyfriend, allegedly.
Happy Hot Topic.
Billie Eilish and Nat Wolff are more than just birds of a feather, it seems. After months of rumors surrounding their relationship, the pair confirmed their romance with a steamy kiss on a balcony in Venice in photos obtained by Dumois. Billie and Nat's romantic confirmation comes after years of friendship and rumors of something more. In 2020,
oh yeah, you know she'd be fun to motorboat. Get it? I played an actual motorboat, but I'm talking about putting boobs on your face.
23, Billie met Nat's brother Alex Wolff at an after party for the Oscars, and she was later introduced to his brother Nat. A year later, Alex explained the trio became so close through their shared experience with Tourette's syndrome. Alex tells Variety in October 2024, quote, Billie and me and my brother, we all have Tourette's, and I think we all have bonded over that.
Billie Eilish has Tourette's? No way.
Even when I saw Billie on interviews, I said, oh, she's one of us. He noted that their bond was particularly special, saying, quote, we know all the ways that we try to mute ourselves or try and chill ourselves out or soften ourselves for other people.
Whatever. Remember the Tourette's guy on YouTube back in the day?
Yes.
I
bought your Colgate toothpaste.
Yeah.
The one with tartar control. And it made me feel like a piece of shit. This is bullshit.
All right, there you go. I don't think I can play that because of copyright, but good old days before cancel culture. And now he's like all normal. Even though if you have Tourette's, it's not them. You know what I mean. Shut up, Ryan. Speaking of someone that should shut up.
Happy Hot Topic.
Jared Leto is denying the serious allegations against him. 9 women accused the actor of sexual misconduct.
He just has like that vibe, like Russell Brand, just like a douchebag.
In an airmail story published Saturday, June 7th, some of the women claim they were underage at the time of when the alleged impropriety took place.
Pedophilia in Hollywood? I didn't know there were pedophiles in Hollywood. No way.
A representative for Leto denies all allegations. Model Laura LaRue claimed she met the Oscar winner at an animal rights benefit in 2008 she attended.
He looks like he'd go to animal rights. Look at me!
With her mom when the actor was 36 and she was 16. Despite allegedly asking her age and learning she was 16, the actor still asked for her number. The two reportedly began emailing. LaRue then claimed she visited Leto, where he allegedly flirted with her. She also claimed she continued sporadically seeing him, and on one occasion,
well, why'd you go back? That's the problem.
Alleged he walked out of a room, quote, completely naked.
Oh.
LaRue was reportedly 17 at the time of the alleged encounter, telling the outlet, "I thought maybe this was just what adult men do." A representative for Leto, however, slammed her accusations, saying, "Their communications contain nothing sexual or inappropriate," and Miss LaRue later applied to work as Mr. Leto's personal assistant, further underscoring the absence of anything inappropriate in any of their interactions. The report noted that LaRue denied ever applying to work as his personal assistant. Meanwhile, an actress who remained unnamed alleged she began a, quote, texting relationship with him when she was still underage. She claimed that the Dallas Buyers Club star would say things that would make her uncomfortable when she was at his house. She also claimed that once she turned 18, things escalated, and he allegedly once began to masturbate in front of her,
What are you, Louis C.K.?
claiming he asked her for assistance.
Oh my God. Put your mouth on it. What a douchebag.
Telling the outlet, quote, "Then he walked over, grabbed my hand, and put it on him." He leaned in and said, "I want you to spit on it."
So you're telling me that he is the original Hoppe?
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
You gotta give him that Hoppe and spit on that thing.
What an annoying broad. Shut up! I'm glad she went away.
Halle Berry is not ready to say I do for the 4th time.
Of course. 4 marriages? You're never the problem.
At least not yet. The movie star and her longtime boyfriend Van Hunt revealed in a joint interview on Thursday that he's already proposed, but the answer is on hold. The musician said, "So I put out the proposal and it's still on hold, as you can see. It's just out there floating, you know? Maybe you can encourage her." Berry explained that part of the reason for her hesitation is that she's been married 3 times. The Catwoman star was married to retired...
That's not the movie you want to name drop. Catwoman star? That movie was garbage!
MLB player David Justice from 1993 to 1997. She was then married to Eric Benet from 2001 to 2005, followed by French actor Olivier Martinez from 2013 to 2016. Berry shares an 11-year-old son, Maceo, with the latter. The two were involved in a bitter custody battle over the child. She also has a 17-year-old daughter, Nala, with model Gabrielle Aubry. The actress also explained why she's putting off tying the knot, saying, "We don't feel like we have to get married to validate our love in any way. We don't." However, the Monsters Ball star said she is not shutting down the idea altogether.
That's a better movie, Monster Ball, than Catwoman. That'd be like talking about Ben Affleck and being like the Jiggly Star.
She said, "I think we will get married just because out of the people I've been married to, this is the person I should have married."
Whatever.
After a nearly 8-year on-off relationship, Dakota Johnson and Chris Martin have gone their separate ways.
He just seems like a boring person, and she seems like a boring person. They were perfect! You know, those conversations put you to sleep. You know, they probably fell asleep while having sex. It's so lo-fi vibes.
In early June, multiple sources confirmed that they broke up once again, although one insider said it feels final this time.
Yeah. You never go back to your ex. Cry it out and jerk off and get under somebody.
The 50 Shades of Grey actress and the Coldplay singer were first romantically linked in 2017 following Martin's 2014 split from ex-wife Gwyneth Paltrow.
God, that's a pretentious relationship right there. Bunch of mutants. I don't care how much money you have, you still are one.
Whom he officially divorced in 2015. In March 2024, an insider said that Johnson and Martin had gotten engaged years ago, noting that they were in no rush to get married.
Whatever, there you go.
Leah Remini denied there was ever a rift with her former BFF, Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez has a rift with everybody in this universe.
Which was rumored to have stemmed from her skipping her 2022 Georgia nuptials to now 4th ex-husband Ben Affleck.
All right, there you go.
The 54-year-old King of Queens alum clarified on Wednesday, "Sometimes you don't talk to people every day like you used to, but that doesn't mean the love is lost. Friendships ebb and flow. That doesn't mean we're at odds."
Whatever, I don't care. Don't friggin' care!
Hey! Everybody
Don't panic, it's still 2025, but some restaurant chains are betting a blast from the past will help usher in new business.
Can they make the prices of the 90s? You can have 90s flair all you want, but if it's not the same prices, I know good. Kind of like Taco Bell.
The 90s are back at Chili's with the new $6 Radical Rita. Remember the 90s?
Yeah, you know, when everybody was in their prime and I was pooping my diapers.
Everything was colorful and malls were a thing.
Maybe.
Wow, living in the past. I love going to a mall and getting stuck in traffic. No, thank you. Amazon's great.
You're just old enough to remember this tune.
All right, I can't play any of this for the copyright. But I guess they're saying that like Applebee's and Rainforest Cafe are having a comeback. There is a 28-year-old teacher that was sending text messages to a 14-year-old student and said, I want to taste you. Oh, goody.
School teacher arrested after investigators say she sent a nude photo of herself to a 14-year-old student. 28-year-old Oliver Fell turning herself into the man.
What a scam!
County Jail last night.
Deputies say the investigation into the Hale Middle School teacher began back in March. ABC 7's Rob Wells on the latest on this troubling investigation.
Investigators say the problems began last December when an 8th grade student reported to Hale school officials he was allegedly receiving inappropriate messages and sexually explicit photos from math teacher Oliver Fell.
I don't really have any words. I mean, you know, you talk about the boundaries of professionalism.
Of course, this was freaking Florida.
You know, and teachers enter into friendship sometimes with
freaking Manatee County.
With students, but this goes beyond, obviously, friendship.
The captain says that Fell, who's also taught special education students as well in the past, denied the posts were from her Snapchat. That's when the sheriff went to court seeking paperwork.
County Middle.
All right, there you go. Freaking loser. You want to hear from Plies? He says, Dear Latino Hispanic community, many thought voting for Trump was going to get you acceptance or monetary gain. You either overlooked the evil agenda or believed the lies. Yeah, that's just what we need to hear. Plies talking about religion. I'm talking about, you know, politics. Stick to the music, bud.
As many of you already know, June marks Pride Month. But have you ever asked yourself why June?
I'm not sure, but I will tell you, I can't stand people to hit on Pride Month. It has nothing to do with you. And honestly, if Pride Month makes you that mad, you probably are in the closet. Why would you care what somebody does? They don't give a straight month. The other 11 months are straight months, you frickin' imbeciles.
Well, to answer that, we turn to tonight's By the Numbers. The very first Pride Parade took place in New York City 55 years ago, on June 28, 1970. It was exactly 1 year after the landmark Stonewall riots began, which were sparked by a police raid on Stonewall Inn, a popular gay bar in Greenwich Village in Lower Manhattan. The events unfolded over 6 days and are widely credited.
See, there's a reason why it's in June. Everybody's like, oh my God, shut up. Let them do their thing. Let them put penises in their mouth. Who cares?
For igniting the modern gay rights movement. During the 1940s, 50s, and 60s, did you know the NYPD used a 3-article rule?
No, I did not, baby.
Where officers often threatened to arrest people who weren't wearing at least 3 pieces of clothing that aligned with one's assigned sex at birth.
All right, there you go. Let's see what we got here.
Sabrina Carpenter appeared to take a savage swipe at her ex, Barry Keoghan.
I don't care how high you are. A, you're kind of skanky because you get run on with trains. And 2, I have a lesson for all the guys out there. If a girl talks bad about her other exes, just know that's going to be you.
As she announced her new single on Tuesday evening, the Juno hitmaker took to Instagram as she revealed her next song, Man Child, will be released on Thursday at...
What about Bitch Child?
8 p.m. The singer shared a vintage-inspired teaser video earlier this week, and on Tuesday, she confirmed her new song. And the star seemed to take a dig at her ex as she penned, "This one's about you. Man-Child is out this Thursday, 8 p.m.
I don't care how freaking hot, almost had Scooter Bronco looking at a headline. I don't care how freaking hot Sabrina Carpenter is. She's got to be insufferable. There's always that line, for every hot girl, there's a guy who's sick of having sex with her. And that's Sabrina Carpenter, because she gets passed around like a blunt at a high school drinking party.
EST, sharing some of the lyrics they read inside of your head when you've just won an argument with a man, taking to the comments.
You don't win any arguments, honey, but you never shut up.
Fans went wild as they penned, and we know who you're talking about, D.
Whatever. I'm not going to give her that much publicity. So stupid. Blah, blah, blah. I've never the problem. Good. And you'll wonder why you'll be 44 with a body count of 200, washed up and single.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy hour will be right back.
You probably had Taco Bell before.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppy of Hoppy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Fucking Goon Squad, the hardest motherfuckers in the Midwest. Check this shit right here, it's for you bitch niggas. Y'all ain't gangster, that's the name of this shit. What?
One of them bitches. These days, shit's crazy, better have that on you. Police will kill you faster than the nigga on the corner. I'ma shoot back, keep your vest on. I ain't aiming for that, I'll leave your shit pushed back. Play with me like it's a joke or something. Till the bullet really hit your head and open some. I wanna run up in the precinct, let the cannons blow. Bitches really got me feeling like Angelo. Y'all hoes studs, it ain't no love. Killed my little nigga G-Man in cold blood. 4 times in the back, left him stretched on the curb. This is what you call protect and serve. Everybody out here ain't plugged, talking that stuff like I won't change ya. I swear everybody wanna be thug, they wanna be thug, but y'all ain't gangsters. I post up in front the corner store, worse than guns galore. You looking for trouble, we gon' give you what you come here for. You kill my brother, nigga, this mean war. I stay on my math while I'm playing the app. Posted in the hallway counting my cash while pushing your bags. A ball's a crumb, a cookie's a half. I stepped on my game and rookies is bad, well that's too bad. They don't know that brain hustle's a savage. Looking for cabbage, I got to grab it. All you lame niggas just stop your tactics. Real hustlers get that cash and stash it. Bastards, you forgot all about that. Say something about some money, shorty, I'm all about that. Please, best believe my niggas gangster, don't doubt that. Aim a bang at your head and knock a patch all about that. Or catch a nigga chillin' in the club when he breathes out back his jewelry and cheese, he's leaving without that. I'm a beast for the east where the heat's a squeeze, man. It's deep in the streets and rest in peace to G-Man. Everybody out here ain't plugged, talking that stuff like I won't change ya. I swear everybody wanna be thug, they wanna be thug, but y'all ain't gangsters. I post up in front the corner store, worse than guns galore. You looking for trouble, we gon' give you what you come here for. You kill my brother, nigga, this means war. You rappers talk shit, don't know what I've been with. Like 30 won't come out the filth and go in you. I got choppers, Mac, shall I continue? Glocks, Hector and Koch, it's all on the menu. I red dot your head like a Hindu. What you got yourself into? We get it poppin' on the Jace, and we gonna see justice. Cause mama got Cochran on the case. No dope to bring back what you took from her that day. You took the sun, so it's trauma on her face. Bloodshot, fuck a cop, he can get it too. Got Goldie locked up for some shit he ain't even do. Post up in front of the corner store, with work and guns galore. You looking for trouble? We gon' give you what you come here for. You kill my brother, nigga, this means war.
Grimeyville Part 2. I'm your official fucking host. Call me the street reporter. Call me the DJ. Call me the car salesman. Call me the advertiser. Just call me the motherfucking money maker and the street representative. I go by the name of motherfucking DJ Ferris, and I'm grimy right now. I'm real fucking grimy. Show love to my family at Power. That nigga Bulu, Jay Allen, Bam, Hot Boy Tommy Shag, Kourtnei, Stone Pony, my nigga Trey. And this nigga, he ain't even with the fucking radio station, but he just down with the fucking team. That nigga Big Rich. You know how we do. We keep it grimy in the streets. Part 2, motherfucker. Stone Pony, Trey, and the nigga getting all the fucking hot ass, exclusive ass beats in the motherfucking street. That nigga Big Richie. That artist calling me mad at me for fucking instrumentals, man. Fuck them. Big up my peeps from off the block entertainment. The nigga G, the nigga Ali, Wall Street, Grimeyville, Part 2, nigga grab your nuts.
Happy Hour will be right back.
We are live from the chill room in the back room that everyone hears me from, and that makes me panic thinking about that. But we got Anthony, one of our P1 listeners, playing the darts. Same dartboard that Tony made. By the way, this full link segment has been brought to you by Fortify.com. FORTIFEYE for the best pre and post workout around. Comes in a form of coconut caramel and fruit punch. Go to FORTIFEYE.com and at checkout use promo code Ryan20 to save 20%. This is also being brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at AmirAcademy.com. 2700 22nd Street North, and that's in St. Petersburg. Women's self-defense classes, kids classes, MMA classes, whatever the hell you need, I'll go there. WestChasePrinting.com, the best printing company in all of the Bay Area. On the invoice, tell them I sent you. Rich Cayley, Master Barbershop at richkbarber.com. I know I don't take a lot of pictures of myself, but go to Ryan Happy Radio and see my haircut. But if you sign up at richkbarber.com, you will save $10. And this is being brought to you by Ride the Wave Media Podcast Network. We are syndicated on that. We are syndicated on podcast radio, but with Ride the Wave Media, my agent, Just Blaine, and manager is getting me sponsors. So if you want to sponsor Happy Hour, JUSTBLANE, Just Blaine, and RideTheWave.com, or Ryan Happy Radio at gmail.com, and I'll send the email to Blaine. All right, we're going to come back in Happy Hour, keep this party going. But the thing is, we got to play the Hammer and Hank PSA, because today's episode 15 of the Hammer and Hank. And it's quite funny how the San Francisco morning show, I called out how they had Hank on the show on Monday to catch up on the baseball game. But I thought there was only going to be 50 people there, jackass. Be nice to Hank. Come to San Francisco and actually leave, because your city's full of crap. Literally and figuratively. You have an app that tells people where to not walk on poop. Don't talk about other people. Your city has enough problems as it is.
Hello again. It's your favorite San Francisco DJ, Hammer and Hank. I may look normal, but the truth is, I have a condition on autism. That's right. It's a condition, not a disease. Fact is, autism can strike anyone, regardless of who they are. People with autism normally have difficulties in verbal and non-verbal communication skills, social interactions, and leisure activities. In a recent study, people with autism are less likely to have a job and more likely to become homeless. I beat the odds by having loving friends and family, having a college education. I have even worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an honored personality for many years. Always remember that people with autism want the same things as you, to be happy and successful. To find out more about autism, please contact your local mental health center or visit autismspeech.org. This is Hammer and Hank, and I appreciate your kindness.
Question. Why do some people that are either servers, bartenders, cob attenders, whatever the hell you are, why are we publicly discussing tips? It's called gratuity for a reason. And just know that if you talk about other people's tips, they talk about you. That is not about anybody in particular.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour.
Hey, what's up? It's Babs from Wild 94.1, the afternoon diva. Shout out my guy Ryan Hoppe. Make sure you tune in to Hoppe Hour, the best 60 minutes of your life.
Yo, what's going on? It's Joey Franchise, Poppy Shampoo from Wild 94.1, and you're listening to Hoppe Hour with my dog, Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, this is Meredith from O and the Freak Show on Wild 94.1 in Tampa Bay, and you're listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
There is no nepotism here. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
If the movie Project X was a radio show, it would be Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, yeah. We are about 3 months out from the NFL season. And I'm freaking ready, man. I saw this here. Pac-Man Jones allegedly busted cop's lip with intentional elbow. How many friggin' times has this mutant been arrested? How many times has Pac-Man Jones been arrested? Let me see here. At least 10 times since the year 2000. It has to be the CTE because he's a moron, unfortunately. So there is that. And then there's this news, and we'll talk about this tomorrow when there's more news about it. But Justin Baldoni loses legal war with Blake Lively. His lawsuits were dismissed. That's not good. What's going on with this freaking, what's the word? Douchebag. On Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hot Topic.
Ryan Lochte and Kayla.
Hoppe Hot Topic. Hoppe Hot Topic.
Ryan Lochte and Kayla Reed were going through financial troubles ahead of their breakup. 1 week after the former Playboy model confirmed she had filed for divorce from the
Man, she looks like she's high maintenance.
Olympian, it was revealed the former couple have amassed over $270,000 in debt, according to documents obtained by Us Weekly. Per the outlet, this includes an unpaid balance of a little more than $99,000 owed to the IRS for the years 2021 and 2022. Beyond the tax bill, according to the outlet, the local homeowners association in Gainesville, Florida, where they reside, filed a $2,231 lien on their home. However, the largest portion of their outstanding debt, according to the documents, stems from bills accrued at the Shands Teaching Hospital and Clinic, where Ryan received treatment in November 2023 and February 2024.
All right, I don't freaking care. They're mutants. All right, what's going on with Alex Cooper of Call Her Daddy?
Hoppe Hot Topic.
Alex Cooper is coming forward about her difficult past. In her shocking new Hulu docuseries titled Call Her Alex, the Call Her Daddy host, who played soccer for Boston University from 2013 to 2015, has accused her former coach Nancy Feldman of sexual harassment. In the documentary, which premiered at Tribeca Film Festival June 8th, the 30-year-old alleged, per The Hollywood Reporter, that Feldman was, quote, really starting to fixate on me way more than any other teammate of mine.
Yeah, it's gotta be hard when you're a hot girl.
And it was confusing. But Alex's talents on the field weren't often the topic of discussion. She continued, it was all based in her wanting to know who I was dating, her making comments about my body, and
what a pig!
Her always wanting to be alone with me. And as the patterns of behavior continued throughout her sophomore year of college,
you know, this coach is like, why'd you have to bring it up?
Alex alleged that Feldman would go as far as putting a hand on her thigh and asking if she'd had sex the previous night. Recalling, it was this psychotic game of, you wanna play, tell me about your sex life. And while Alex shared that she, quote, felt
maybe that's why she's so skanky and call her daddy.
So deeply uncomfortable at the time, she felt she couldn't speak out about the alleged abuse because she didn't want to jeopardize her full tuition scholarship.
Yeah, it's a power play by that bitch.
Noting, if I didn't follow this woman's rules, I was gone.
All right, that sucks. What's going on here with these freaking mutants?
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
I don't know if you can tell, but I love the word mutant. Why is it just not wanting to play audio about Scooter Braun?
Justin Bieber's former manager, Scooter Braun, is detailing where he and the pop star stand currently.
I'm gonna guess not friends.
Scooter initially discovered Justin back in the early 2000s. On a June 9th episode of the Diary of a CEO podcast, the now retired manager says,
once I saw him, I kind of knew.
In person? Or?
No, I knew when I saw online. I was like, this is the kid I've been looking for.
Yeah, it was a smart decision.
Or I had a clear vision to like what I could do and what he was capable of. And it was funny because no one believed me. We were able to achieve some amazing.
Imagine being wrong about Justin Bieber. If I was your boyfriend, I'd never let you go.
Things. And I'm very proud of what we achieved and always rooting for him.
When
it sounds like they're not good.
Asked where his relationship...
Bieber's kind of a douchebag. Like, a lot of people try to make excuses about it because he, got touched by Diddy allegedly. But come on now.
Relationship with Justin stands now. Scooter says...
Not the same that it was. I think... these things go with ebb and flows. I think there comes a point where I understand he probably wants to go on and show that he can do it. I mean, we worked together for so long and we had such extreme success. And I think you get to a point as a man where you want to show the world you can do it on your own.
I feel that's why I left the Mike Helter show.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Kelly is like in a class all by herself. My whole thing...
No, she's not.
With talk shows and all that stuff, it's like I'm a never say never person.
If that ever were to happen, it would be where I'm already home.
I have to skip over this for the copyright, I'm sorry.
TV is my first love, so as I say in life, like...
All right, I can't play any of this because of copyright. Oh, the copy is not counting, not taking over the Kelly Clarkson show, which means Kelly Clarkson's going to be replaced by Hoppe Copy. Britney Spears filmed her kid driving, her 18-year-old son, while he was texting and driving. So, Mother of the Year! All right, I'm freaking worn out from the Metallica concert and all this stupid traffic because Tampa can't get their shit together. So we're going to do a shorter show. So we're going to come back on Happy Hour, do Hoppy's Hoops, and wrap this puppy up right after this.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppy in the morning.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
You probably had Taco Bell before. Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppy of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Boys are rotten, made out to cotton. Girls are sexy, made out to Pepsi. Boys are rotten, made out to cotton. Girls are sexy, made out to Pepsi.
rotten boy you're talking to. Sneaky, cheeky, rough in the backseat. There goes your shirt like tweet. Hey, so what happened? Boom, boom, it's after the night now. Beep, beep, we're living the night out. To the prom, I come back to my house. What else happened? Man, she left a pair of her pantyhose. Man, out of 50 and still don't know. Well, I'm a fighting, oh, here she go.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. Let's go through all the sponsors right now. I never get freaking podcasts that begin their show with like 7 live reads or sponsors. I'm like, who's listening to that? If I were that sponsor, I'd be pissed off. Well, what do I know? A lot. This following segment has been brought to you by Cheeky Mouth Guards at getcheeky.com. When I tell you it's the best way to quit biting on the side of your mouth, I'm a man of my words. Getcheeky.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. Shimmerwood CBD drinks at shimmerwood.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. GetGoodFeels.com for good vibes THC drinks. Go to GetGoodFeels.com and use promo code HOPPY to save 20%. OldGlory.com for the best t-shirts around. Use promo code HOPPY to save 15%. Garden State Distillery Dirty Vodka. GardenStateDistillery.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 15%. Aspire Green Tea Drinks at AspireDrinks.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Afuera Coffee. AFUERA Coffee.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. FSDrinks.com. For the best boba around, use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Oh, you're looking for the best beef jerky? BigForkBrands.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. And finally, are you looking for a good energy bar? QuantumSquares.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. All of these are on my website, RyanHoppyRadio.com, RYANHOPPE Radio.com. I would hope you know how to spell radio. Or it's in my podcast section. So whenever you listen to Happy Hour like you are right now, in the podcast description is all of that. We're going to come back on Happy Hour to keep this party going and going. But let's hear from Hammer and Hank, which you can hear the Hammer and Hank Show with Henry Oakes and Ryan Hoppy on Spotify by searching up Hammerin, HAMMERIN Hank Show, and check it out on his podcast feed.
People with autism are often treated like they are different. Believe me, we are. Hi, this is Henry Oakes, but my buddies may have known me as Hammer and Hank. I was labeled as slow when I started school. Come to find out at the age of 12, the doctors decided I was autistic. Now at the age of 48, I have completed an associate degree in radio broadcasting and worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality. So yes, I am different. People with autism have no needs, no different than you. Laugh, love, and learn to get an education and join the workforce. I did it, and so can anyone else with autism. So when you meet someone with autism, don't feel sorry for them. Work with them. Find out for yourself that autism isn't a disease, it's a condition. To find out more about autism, please visit autismspeaks.org. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen.
Question. Why does Angel Reese have to make everything about her, from walking into the game to social media posts? But she has more rebounds and points and misses layups to grab rebounds. Funk that! You'll never be Kaylin Clark. Go back to doing a podcast and just retire already.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour!
Hey, this is Eric Zane. You're like, who? Yeah, I know. Anyway, you're listening to Ryan Hoppe. Hoppe Hour. This motherfucker is resilient as shit. Everybody tries to rub Ryan's fucking face in dog shit, and then he always picks himself up. I love that.
Triggering middle-aged dudes since 2012. This is Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
He is the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Hoppe's hoops.
Yo, Ryan Hoppe on the mic, breaking down the scenes. NBA drama, living out the dreams. Ex-wives wildin', stories about the queens. Dropping knowledge bombs, all in on the schemes. Hoppe's hoops, man, he knows it all. From scandals to the court, rise and fall. Tune in, now you'll have a ball. Hoppe Hour got that shock and awe. MJ to Kobe, legends in the game. Shaq's big presence, true Hall of Fame.
So the Chicago Sky
ain't playing tank.
The team that Angel Reese is on,
nothing left to say.
It's not very good.
Many knows
it. They try to be bougie.
Rise and fall.
And here's an example.
Now you'll have a ball.
They have some entrance. Every time they're in a tunnel and they're about to go out, they do this. And I don't believe in an afterlife. But if hell is real, this is what it is for an eternity. Because this is the most annoying thing ever. And this proves that everybody on the sky would be insufferable to date. Shut up! Shut up! That is. Shut up, bitch. It's time to lose a game, miss every free throw, and get 20 rebounds. You'll never beat Kaylin Clark.
Loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Well, you should be, because you are dirt! You make me sick, you big baby! Baby want a bottle? A big dirt bottle?
Look, she missed another layup.
TikTok, Toxijucal playing cruel pranks. Hoppy's hour almost done. Feels like robbery in banks. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, dropping wisdom in streams. Syndicated sorrow, now it's time to shatter dreams. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shout out hit the street. But soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street. But soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's just so unfair. Every night like clockwork to a show. Now it's time to face the silence like a TV on snow. Ryan Hoppe held the mic with humor so divine. The void left in our hearts wider than a canyon line. Empty speaker silent, I'm coming to an end. Like a roller coaster stopping round the river's bend. Hoppe's jokes and jabs, these are daily grind. Now silence louder than the thoughts we can't rewind. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. The Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
You probably had Taco Bell before. Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
I'll kick you in the nuts and we'll call it a day.
Happy hour is now over.
Happy hour is now over.
Game over. This concludes our broadcast day. Good night and God bless America.
Doors closing.
Oh, yeah. You guys ready for the Happy Hour Classic? Here is Pharaoh, Angel, DJ Corrupted, and myself from almost 2 years ago. Time flies as I discuss why my body count is bigger than Brittany Renner's. I have a higher body count than Brittany Renner. Everyone's going, oh my God, 35 guys for an OnlyFans model that dates NBA players? Boys, we got to be honest here. That's really low.
Really low.
Like, people are like trying to slut shame her. My body count, my body count is higher than Brittany Renner. What do you guys think about that?
You're definitely a slut. I mean, we've kind of covered that a couple times. I mean, if you got above 35 right now, that means you live in Tampa.
Hell yeah, I've lived here my whole life. I got the audio here for everybody that has not heard. She went on the Shannon Sharp show, who he's having a come up because he had to work with Skip Bayless, which sucked. But now he's not working with Skip. And he talked to Brittany Renner, and everybody's freaking out saying, oh my God, it's a lot of guys. Boys, that's not that many. That's not that many for a girl nowadays.
I think that number is fabricated. Let's be honest.
You think it's low?
It has to be above 80, in my opinion.
No, yeah. I mean, just the way she moves publicly.
Yeah.
The way she finessed the baby out of the NBA player.
Yeah.
She's definitely not the type of woman that I think would have 35. 35 is a pretty low number.
That's
in
not a
2023.
girl you bring home to Thanksgiving dinner.
No, that's the one you take home after the dinner.
I agree on that.
Why are you bringing her home to Thanksgiving
She's
dinner,
bad.
Angel?
I don't care. She could say 35, 80. I'm still taking her to
You know
Thanksgiving
who's
dinner.
bad as hell? And I'll play the audio of Brittany Renner in a second. You know who's bad as hell? Is Travis Kelce's ex. Forget about Swift. His ex, listen, if you're listening to my podcast, let's go on a date. She is so fine, bro. That's who he cheated on? Get the hell out of here. I don't find her attractive at all. I know that sounds very like, I don't know, shock jockery. I don't think Swift's hot at all.
It might be the money, the fame, the clout.
If she was any other girl and you saw her in Ybor or St. Pete, you're not looking at her. She is the friend that's hanging out with the hot girls and has to go with the slim pickings at the end of the night.
Just because she's that type of ugly ass.
Pharaoh, we had a discussion a few weeks ago about you behaving on this podcast. You said, oh, I had an epiphany. I'm not going to do this anymore. And then you just bring your shock jockery here.
Was that before we were going to go on live air or what?
I don't know. We just had one of our co-workers looking here like, why is everyone in here?
Oh, man.
Thanks again to Rick Thomas for allowing us to use the room. This is amazing. We were in the little production room, and it was fascinating, dude. Doing a podcast with him, Tony, and Pharaoh. Like, it was so squishy. And you could hear the microphone being touched. Now I feel professional. I haven't felt this confident since I got laid 2 days ago. I had a girl drive 70 miles to come to the Hoppy household.
Yeah,
Think about that. That's a half a gas tank to have sex with Ryan Hoppy. I mean, if you would have told me that 15 years ago, I would have not believed it. Also, I don't believe this clip right here from Brittany Renner.
I've had sex with 35 guys. Okay?
Whew. Oh, Lord.
Impressive isn't the word. So if I'm judged for
Anybody else need a shot of this?
if I'm judged for having great taste,
We are in a bar, so help yourself.
Shannon Sharp's like, yeah, let's go bang and end this show now. Drinking his Hennessy after that. He's like, I got to get ready. Do you guys think they hooked up after? I think totally. Shannon Sharp was the 36. What do you boys think?
Definitely she's what's the word?
Do you think it's 35 or 350?
Yes. I mean,
I say
let's be respectful now, Hoppy. I mean, she could be,
3,500?
She could be like Suki Hana, like
who the hell is that?
Come on, man. You got Suki Hana. She got a song with Sexy Red. Talks about sex all the time.
Bro, I'm listening to Pretty Ricky from 15 years ago. I'm not new with the kids' music. Look at me. I'm a 30-year-old man. I'm not young anymore.
Well, don't worry. Whenever we get off, I'm going to show you who Suki Hana is.
Yeah.
She's a total freak. She has videos on Twitter.
She's my type of girl, right?
Yeah, she's a total freak.
Got that thick body.
Yeah.
Smack it.
So Suki Hana, went through a situation where, she presents herself publicly like, she's
I'm such an angel.
Yeah, no. Like she's a sex symbol, always talking about, sex, intercourse, what she would do to men, what she wants men to do to her. And she actually went through a uncomfortable situation with YK Osiris in a basketball game due to that image that she portrays, which is when he went in and actually tried to kiss her in public in a basketball game. So I think that might be the situation that's going on with Brittany, where she portrays herself as this sexual icon, and then everybody looks at her like she's active, but who knows, she might not be.
Who was the player that knocked her up? She went through like 3 of the Hornets players. Didn't she date LaMelo? I think.
Yeah, and he definitely just smashed and dashed, which was a great
LaMelo
move.
seems like a boring lay, to be honest. I don't see LaMelo really putting in energy. He barely puts in energy on the basketball court. Once it comes to the play-in tournament and you got to win a game, where the hell is LaMelo? Come on now.
Yeah.
You really think he's laying the pipe? You know who's laying the pipe is that other guy that...
Zion?
Yeah! Zion's got side chick on side chick there, bro.
Yeah, Zion on sparing nobody.
Dude, There's this website called blacksportsonline.com by this guy named Robert Little who gets all the info, and he created it after Joe Buck said that Randy Moss was a thug like 20 years ago or whatever. It's a great website to get all the info about the leaked DMs. Bro, I might be like a little puppy dog compared to Zion. Zion is a dog, bro. His DM game, dude.
Oh, yeah,
he's got like apartments for his side chicks, allegedly.
No, he's paying, yearly salaries to these women.
Oh, it's crazy.
And it's sad,
do you think he's wrapping it up? I don't.
I mean, obviously he's not.
No.
Obviously he's not. So, when you got that money and you got that accessibility to be able to, maneuver through these women and control them, it's cool.
Sometimes I wonder which NBA players and rappers wear rubbers and which don't. Here's why. 7-8 years ago, I interviewed DJ Who Kid when I met him at Sirius XM, and he called in my show, and he said him and 50 used to have boxes of condoms, and they would just buy it.
The family pack.
Yeah. That was a weird comment.
Dwight Howard has like 12 baby moms. I don't know if you guys know that.
I didn't
Dwight
know.
Howard.
I didn't know that.
He literally does. Google it.
Dwight Howard also dabbles in other things. I don't know if you remember that. Dwight Howard's into other things, man. Let's just say I would not be surprised if Dwight Howard's driven down Nebraska Avenue at night.
Damn.
He's a hornball like you.
A what?
A hornball.
I'm a hornball, but he's into let's just say transitioning.
Oh, okay. So
allegedly,
he has 12 baby mamas and a boyfriend.
That's crazy.
Or one that used to identify. You know what I'm saying? One that went from Jeffrey to Janessa. You know what I'm saying? All right. I have DJ Corrupted here.
Yes, sir.
I got Angel here.
Yes,
I got
sir.
Pharaoh here. Now, DJ Corrupted.
Yes.
And Angel, you were on the Howard Franklin, correct? When this news clip I'm about to play, when it went down?
That's right.
Yes. All righty. Here we go.
And first tonight, the Howard Franklin Bridge is moving after parts of the bridge were closed following a crash and stabbing this morning. This is video from earlier. Troopers say a man and his wife stopped to help a driver slumped over in his car in the travel lanes, but couldn't get into his car, so they went to get something to break a window.
And that's when troopers say the man woke up, drove forward, and crashed into the couple's car. They say he then tried to get around them, but hit another car passing by.
Now, what did you guys see?
All right. Let me see. I know. I woke up early. Something told me to leave early.
Wow, so you kind of had that energy, like I should probably leave early.
No. Something told me in my brain while I was sleeping. It said, "Yo, just wake up and just leave early. Something's gonna happen. I don't know what it is. All right. So I get in my car and I drive. I drive down to 275, and I see the traffic's building up. I was like, probably just something happened on the side, the emergency side.
Yeah.
But when I get a little bit closer, I see firefighters, I see police, I see ambulance, I see everything on the left lane, and it was like 3-car collapsed on the left lane, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, why? Yeah. Like, did something happen? People just crashed into like the same lane and went all the way to the left lane, and then I see like it was shattered, everything was damaged. I see people outside, and it was just crazy. And I was like, something's going on. I don't know. I just didn't know what happened, but I just knew something like earlier, something to just get out of here early. Just get out and go.
So I'm going to play a little more of a clip, and then I'll ask Angel what he saw right here on Happy Hour.
Investigators say that driver, Patrick Scruggs, then pulled over and started stabbing the man. Troopers say the couple tried to intervene, but Scruggs then came at them.
Why would you intervene? Especially when the guy's name is Patrick Scruggs. Hide in your car and put the seat back and act like you're not. Dude, why are you trying to be a superhero to a sociopath? I mean, come on now. Angel, would you do that? Hey, I'm going to help you out. I would be in my car hiding.
Not to mention the guy was a former assistant U.S. attorney.
You're telling me someone that's an attorney is a scumbag? Whoa! That never happens. Attorneys are trustworthy and totally not overpaid. Why are you guys being quiet? I'm speaking the truth on lawyers. Lawyers come in handy. Don't get me wrong.
I think they haven't seen you in action. Like it takes a couple of episodes to really see you on go.
Why? Who? For Angel?
Yeah,
Angel seems shocked because I'm usually like, hey Angel, what's up? How are you? Good. I'm gonna go get pizza. Okay, see ya. And now I'm all hyper. Oh my God. 856-49-HOPPY. Oh my God. What's going on here? We have Tony.
Hey,
Tony.
Month.
Yes.
We brought my guy Nufo since he's from the DR.
Yes.
Some fried cheese or some salami.
Yes,
you know how it is?
I mean, I got the
bless the guy, you know what I
7 to
mean?
midnight.
Yes, sir.
I gotta bless the guy.
Don't eat that by the
Happy
board.
hour, mira young. Dime young.
Alrighty.
All right.
Tony making it about him.
Yo.
I'm just kidding, Tony.
Special delivery, man.
That was Tony Clemente from Maxima every night from 7 to midnight. I hung out with him last night for a little bit. He's a good dude, man.
I brought with Tony, man. He's a pretty cool dude.
Nah, he's a great guy. I ain't gonna lie.
DJ,
Especially he gave me cheese. That's part of the Dominican breakfast.
So for people that have been listening since the new edition of this show since July, the guy talking right now, DJ Corrupted and Furrow Felipe, the best DJ to come out of New York City. All the names you have. You are the chopped cheese man. Where's our chopped cheese?
Well, what happened was when I was on my way back from Florida,
he ate it. It was on the way.
It's on the way, but I ate it.
Was it really? That is adorable, bro.
I'm serious. I'm so serious.
Oh no, I know you're serious. There was no part of me that went, oh, he's lying about eating the chopped cheese during his 20-hour drive. I believed you from the first second. I had no debate in my mind that you were not telling the truth. Because you're a very truthful guy. You give honest advice. I want to tell you, Angel, you weren't there for it. But last week when we were cleaning out the cars and all that, and me and him went to the garbage dump to drop everything off, I started crying in the car. I had like an existential crisis, and literally Felipe like calmed me down. I was like holding it in when
I don't think his name is Felipe.
It's
his name today.
It's because I'm Spanish. That's what you call me Felipe? Because I'm Spanish?
I have a hard time saying Infero. I just want to say corrupted. Can I just say corrupted?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, just say
This
corrupted.
is your You can say whatever you want to say at this point.
Bro, I started crying, dog. It was weird, dude. I've been crying a lot. I think I'm on the 3-day in a row of not crying.
I gotta get you a sad boy hat for sure.
For sure.
I wonder what Drake song I would be. I'd be like, not fancy. I don't know that. What's that emotional one from like 2010?
Oh, like Marvin's Room.
I was
Yes,
say that.
yes.
Marvin's Room.
I give him Marvin's Room for sure.
You can call me Hizzy, not Drizzy. I like that. I'm going to come up with that. What is the meaning of life? What are we doing here? Do you ever wonder, like, Angel, when you woke up this morning, did you think this would be going on? You thought you'd be hanging out at the front desk of West, doing some prize sheets, hanging out with Tyson, learning more about the job, even though you're doing great at it. Did you ever think you would be sitting here when you woke up this morning?
I didn't think I was gonna be learning your body count today.
I can't believe I said my body count. When I saw Brittany Renner, though, going back to that, when I saw it was 35, I was like, that's low. Now, if it was 350, that'd be different. What do you think Taylor Swift's body count is?
Probably higher than Britney's.
I think so as well.
I agree. Yeah.
I feel like because she's so innocent and so likable that we don't realize that she gets passed around like a blunt. That girl's been around the block, bro. And have you seen the picture of her with the rug burns? There was a picture of her sitting somewhere and she had rug burns on her knee.
Oh, yeah, they said Travis putting her to work already.
Dude, Travis must just go at it. Because you know, all the people she's dated, like the guy from Twilight and Joe Jonas, they're probably gentle lovers. They're doing missionary and just hanging out. And you know, Travis Kelce's got partial CTE, so he needs to get the aggression out. He's like, oh yeah!
That was a marketing move.
I am so sick of hearing about it. Because it doesn't seem like a believable relationship.
Bro, this man's jerseys went up 400% in sales.
400%. That's
and
crazy.
his New Balance shoe wore went up like ridiculously. Like, bro, that was definitely a marketing move for sure.
You know what I'm wondering? I've been thinking about? So Swifties buy tickets very fast, that fan base does. What if the whole playoff series was just Swifties? That could happen. Think about a lot of these Swifties come from like trust funds where they have rich parents where they're able to pay for $500 a ticket on Ticketmaster at once. What if the whole playoff is just like, she wears short shirts, I wear t-shirts or whatever that might be it, bro. That was the only song by her I liked. None of the other ones.
Nah, she definitely has some bangers, but
We're Never Getting Back Together was a banger.
Yeah. I mean, she didn't write it. She just sung it, but
of course she didn't.
Hey, it still moves on. But you know what's a very hot topic right now?
What?
Super Bowl 2020. Is it 4?
Yes.
Yes.
Halftime show.
Usher.
So Usher has been named the artist for the 2024 halftime show for the Super Bowl. What's you guys' opinion? Is there anybody who could do it better? What's going on?
I love it, but I can't wait to hear the boomers that don't realize that he's been around for a quarter century. Because like my uncle that's like almost 70 thought that like Eminem and Dre were like new rappers because he doesn't listen to rap. So there's going to be a lot of angry boomers that are like, why are they using this pop music from like 2 days ago when they don't realize that it's 20 years old because they don't get a concept of millennial time. So there's going to be a lot of backlash. I think all millennials and some Gen Xers will like it. Like someone like Tyson will like it. Mm-hmm. And someone like Mo Bounce or Rick Thomas, people that with good taste. But a lot of these boomers that have no good taste, it's going to be hated on a little bit.
So you're saying people like MJ wouldn't like it?
I think MJ would like it as well because he played it back in the day on FLZ. You know who I don't think would like it? You see those memes back in the day of like, or the memes where it's like all the people with the Trump hats?
Yeah.
That type of crowd.
Oh, racist
someone
people?
Someone that listens to like, what is it? What'd you say, racist? Yes, that's kind of what I'm going for, Pharaoh. I didn't want to say it without saying it.
No, this is a podcast. You got to keep it 100. I feel like that's the highlight of this. You have to say it how it is, and that's what people like. They like it raw, just like, some girls.
They do like it raw. 856-49 Hoppe.
Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift set the internet on fire. And you know what? Their brands have never been bigger.
All right, I got to skip over this real quick because of copyright. I promise we'll get to the point right now.
It's hilarious how much traction this has actually got.
Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, Katy Perry. Kill, Marry, Kiss.
Taylor Swift would be the Kiss.
So were TNT endgame all along? Well, Sunday wasn't their first date. Per our source, they have hung out before while she's been enjoying some time off from touring, and both have a lot in common, and they are having a great time getting to know each other. But
you know what's weird is when you're doing that whole, hey, do you want to hang out, and you have sex with the girl you just met? It really is weird after the deed. You're like, so what do you do for a living? Like, you don't find out beforehand? I bet their discussions after sex, they're probably going to realize they have nothing in common. He literally went on his podcast and was like, I want to date her. We were talking about that 2 weeks ago. I got the friendship bracelet.
Yeah, but if she took the chance on him, that means that she wasn't doing anything. She let the hype of the podcast really get to her. And, it might not be anything serious. TMZ is going to highlight everything and kind of blow it up. It might not be something super serious. They're just hanging out. They're rich. They don't have anything to worry about. They can travel anywhere in the world. And they're just, going.
Here's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if this is going to end in him cheating because his ex is going out saying, oh, he cheated on me. And these Swifties are like, what if he's a changed man? I've hung around NFL players before. They all cheat. All of them.
Shit, even you cheat.
I don't cheat. How do I cheat? Whenever I've been in a relationship, I've had girls want to have sex with me. When I'm single, they don't want to have sex with me. What a concept. They have no integrity and their father never loved them. Why do you think I cheat?
You're just a dog, bro. Like
I'm a dog. I'm not locked down with somebody though.
All right, so okay, I feel you on that. What about you guys? Are you guys cheaters? Are you guys?
You guys scumbags!
Wow. I mean, I don't really expect y'all to be like, yeah, I'm a super cheater. You know what I'm saying? Like, just highlight it, but
yeah.
But like it's 2023. The roles are really reversed these days. So women are the cheaters now.
They really,
They're way more
really are.
savage than men for sure.
Oh my God.
Women are not sparing anybody these days. If they find somebody who has more money than you, more clout, who gives them a way better aura overall.
Yeah.
You might as well just pack it up.
Here's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if even emotional cheating is a thing, like kind of talking to somebody but not, cheating.
But I mean, it's not. But at the same time, I feel like even us as guys, we emotionally cheat. You got to think about it. There's only males and females. If you're not talking to guys, you're talking to a girl. It may not be in that type of way, but at the same time, you are exchanging some type of communication.
I really think I might be the only person in Tampa that doesn't cheat. I swear to God. I would have girls that were listeners at my old job want to have sex with me, and I was in a relationship in 2018. I didn't even reply. Then I hit them up after me and my second girlfriend broke up. Crickets. I swear, I might be the most loyal person in Florida. Everybody's like, oh, I did this and that. I'm like, I was at home watching anime with my ex. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been through a lot, boys. This is becoming my therapy session. I think I say more on this podcast than I do in therapy.
So
what?
So pretty much just girls like girls these days.
It's insane. Everyone's bisexual when it comes to girls, not guys. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is. Every girl's like, I think every girl deep down wants to have sex with a girl. They just don't want to admit it. It seems like every girl. There are some really heterosexual conservative girls, but I'm telling you, it seems like girls just want to hook up with girls now.
It's the liquor.
Every girl's kissed their best friend.
Yeah.
I feel like, this is going to sound so weird. I feel like my mom's the only one that's like literally not kissed a girl. Like my mom is so like, waited till marriage and that stuff.
Back in the day, that wasn't a thing, you know. Like these days, like
live it up.
Yeah, like you know, you see the club videos. It's girls on girls, and most of the time, it's the young girls that are pushing this agenda because they're seeing it everywhere. They see that men ain't shit because we ain't shit. Girls ain't shit. So
we all shit though.
We all shit, and then girls just feel more comfortable with other girls because they empower that bullshit behavior. If you see a group of girls, they're always in that same mindset.
What's the mindset?
Either being either being hardworking, you know, whether it be negative or positive, the group of girls that girls hang out with, they share something in companionship.
Wow. Sure. That was deep thoughts by Pharaoh.
Yeah.
That was really deep of you. I'm impressed that you said
That's what
that.
she said.
She had to grab her toy for that. Corrupted. You got any comment on this? You've been laughing in the corner.
Because
you're a little chuckle fest. What's happening?
Because it's actually really true.
It's what?
It's true. I mean, it's really true. Just because this generation now, it's just like they just care about themselves. They just don't care about the other person. Like, you know?
You know what's funny? You know, like how like all these people that got married in like 1970 are like married for 50 years?
Yeah.
That's dead.
Oh, yeah.
For a millennial to do that,
My God.
we would have to get married tomorrow or by 40 and live to 90.
That is
true. Dead. The whole, we're married for a half a century, dead. Gen Z's not bringing that back.
No.
The only thing that will be 50 is how many girls they have sex with in a year. There's nothing about 50 years of a relationship that's dead. It's in the ground. It's not coming back.
At all.
Never. Ever. Did I say never, ever? I just think we have too many options. Or would our grandparents have done this if they had options back in the day? Were they just so bored and chilling that they didn't have any options?
They don't have any options.
I think social media definitely changed life in general.
Like, imagine if your grandparents had Tinder and Bumble and Hinge. I just blew your mind.
I mean, not really, because look, think about it. Grandparents, especially grandfathers, were already cheaters. Like that hasn't changed throughout history.
Yeah.
Grandparents were always cheaters. Grandmothers were always the loyal ones in the crib.
That's true.
They were in the crib.
Always,
They were cooking.
That's a good point.
Yeah, taking care of the children. What social media did.
What did it do?
And what pretty much the new social media era was give empowerment to women.
Yeah.
It gave women a fair chance.
It began with the Me Too movement.
Against men. So then, now men have always been throughout history.
What are they?
The pieces of shits. But then now women have the torch.
They have the upper hand.
And the torch, it hurts, bro.
Yeah.
They didn't come to play.
Yeah. They came.
They came to knock motherfuckers out with what they do. So it's like,
if we ever get on the radio, we won't use that language.
They're very open with it as well.
They're very what, Angel?
Oh, they're very open with it as well. They'll tell you they're looking for dudes with money and shit like that.
What do you guys think about buying like a fancy first for a first date being a meal? What do you think about that? Like an expensive meal, or even like Olive Garden. You guys into that, or is that too much?
Is Olive Garden too much?
No, just like going out to dinner on a first date.
I've done it.
I've done it.
Good way to talk.
I did Applebee's as well. So there's nothing.
Yeah, Applebee's 2 for $1. It's good, or whatever the deal is. Did you get laid at the end of those dates, or was it a waste of $45 and a tip?
I mean,
or did you give her a tip?
Not all the time. I would say a good 60% of the time.
Yeah, you got laid?
Yes.
Dude, what is this pimp game, bro?
It's not pimping. It's
No, it's a pimp game. You got it. You're being humble, and that's why you have the pimp game. You have the pimp game because you're not talking about the pimp game. You're not like me going around, hey guys, I had sex last night. No, you're quiet about it. And that's what's dangerous.
He's a silent killer.
He really is.
Well, my last 2 dates will tell you otherwise because I didn't get anywhere both times.
Well, that's because now it's hard to get laid because girls in their 30s, we want to settle down even though we're talking to 9 dudes at once. Get out of here.
It's not even a thing sitting down anymore. It's not even a thing anymore.
No, but Hoppy, go back to the point of, the dinner situation. I feel like out of respect for the women, which we should have, you know, we love women here in this podcast.
Of course we do.
No matter what, even if you do or if you're not going to get, the buns, you should always take him out to dinner, just as a sign of respect. If it's a woman that you really are interested in,
that's the key.
You got to take him to like Ruth Chris, it's not like an all the time thing.
Yeah.
But if you really want to show out to the woman that's
go to meat market, hang out with Roxanne and her husband.
No, not even that. Ruth Chris got the 2 for $100.
You like Ruth Chris because you worked there.
Yeah, and the food's good.
The food is good.
There's some low-key spots in Tampa you can go.
Yeah, Orlando likes it. Davi likes it. Everybody in the station goes to Ruth Chris, with a little sneaky link.
Well, they're all full-time making great money. That's the difference. We're human beings. We should at the end of the day, but the difference is we're part-time.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
$6 million's what it cost them to put back together that cat Steve Austin. Now the far right is bionic. Over 6 million tracks with 10 million topics. I'm fiber optic crystal clear with my projection. Whack MCs get clothesline when they walk across my intersection. They need protection, some guidance, some right direction. A job center with applications for a new profession. Never set for nothing less. I blaze contests and set shots for paydays. In strange ways, life twist and turn. Word to gangstar in this business, Skrilla hard to earn. I format attack, new knack technique. Speak with a passion on wax and tape and CD. Mad niggas front for paper and switch like a bitch, in and out like a crossfader. All I know is how to rock shit. They say the hotter the MC, the hotter the spot shit. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit. See, I got books of lyrics on deck like Tash. Pocket full of cash, ready to bounce, roll and splash. C2 and hash, pro tour in the masters. Grab the mic, flex my wrist and hit like Sampras. Handle this, make you believe like an evangelist that real MCs are coming to reclaim Los Angeles. And hence I stand a chance to finally get my time to shine in the golden state, like Spreewell out the half. This beat is hot, it make me lock like astronaut. Make K. set that shit for my peoples when we blow spots. Pause. Freeze, my steeds rose like E's, V12 trees and 7 C's. If you didn't know, champ, the far right here rules a lowlands brother from the liquid camp. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit. MCs get damaged like civilized to savage. Sharp lyrics cut deep wounds, these niggas need bandages. They can't handle this Los Angeles relentless pressure. Full court, measure for measure. I'm like Patino, a game plan Gambino. Every verse starts with defense first, like a casino. Every minute, every hour, I use brain power. For Mr. Space Shuttle Challenger, I devour. I tower like Eiffel, bust all verses like rifles, bust all bullets through flesh, unless you're wearing a vest. And even then, I still enter the human form of a splinter. The summer, fall, spring, and winter. Liquid crew member, champion contender. Holy like the month of December. The rhyme prototype. It's the coming of the bionic. The far I hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far I hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far I hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far I hit a lock shit down.
All right, boys. We just got a few more minutes here. Anything you want to say? Anything you feel like saying? Anything you want to say? Anything? Anything?
I got a topic.
Anything you got to say, Angel?
I got a question for you.
What's the question? Talking to the microphone. This is the end of the show, so if you're listening this far, sorry. What's up?
My question for you.
What is it?
Biggest pet peeves for women.
When they start the conversation and they're like, I'm not the type of girl that ghosts on guys, and then they ghost on you. They're projecting what they're going to do. Every time a girl starts talking about, oh, guys ghost on me, she's saying she's going to ghost on you. That's all? What about you, Angel?
This girl I'm dating currently.
Oh.
Whoa. She better not be listening 59 minutes in.
I told her myself.
Oh, no. What'd she do?
Anytime we have a conversation, she'll be like, you got all these hoes.
Whoa.
You bring up other women all the time and always calling, like saying, oh, you got all these hoes?
Yeah.
That is annoying to me.
What about you, Farrah?
All right, so the question was women's biggest
pet peeve.
Your pet peeve for women.
My pet peeve for women.
What is it?
What do I feel like women these days expect a lot from...
Let's ask Tyson.
They really expect a little too much from guys these days.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just throw it in on a nightlife. You know, like when women pop out, they expect the guy to pay for all the bottles, for their entries,
yes,
for their hookah,
yes.
Like I'm sorry, but especially if you're coming with more girls, someone got to shake.
Yo,
because these bottles is not cheap, and you know. And I see Corrupted. I'm seeing Corrupted a little bit more often, and he knows what I'm talking about. Girls always want to come out, hang out, and you know it's cool. Yes, guys should always put a bottle on the table and stuff like that. But don't be expecting a free ride. Women pop out with literally a lipstick and an ID.
What about you, Corrupted?
My pet peeves, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see what I have here.
You got a whole list over there. This is crazy.
You what?
You've got a whole list over there.
I know.
I have like probably 45. But I'll give you my top one.
Please.
Though actually it's related from what you just said, Ryan, about this text message. But it's like why would you be so dry at the beginning, getting to know each other, and then from there you just disappear?
It's like I had a girl tell me last week that she had a fun time on a date but doesn't view me romantically, and it didn't bother her. I go, thank you. Now I know you're not the one. She was also 10 years older than me.
You could tell by the way they text.
And the way, if they talk about other dates on the first date, they view you as just another date. They don't respect you. Or if they talk about having a threesome after you ask them to be your girlfriend, they don't respect you.
Honestly.
Tomorrow at noon, I'm going to counselingoncall.net to talk to my therapist. I talk to you once a week. And if you go to counselingoncall.net and you tell him I sent you, he'll give you some great advice. All the therapists out there. I really need it. But I feel like when I talk to my shrink, I don't say as much as I say here. And I have a lot of listeners on this. So I'm literally not I'm telling the billions of listeners I have everything about my life. And I feel like I just shoot the shit with my shrink. A weird concept. My life's a weird concept, though. I really need to get on this med. I need to call Walgreens and go, hey, can I drive out to Clearwater to get the med? So I'm feeling loopy, bro. It's like I got a headache. It's like a bowling ball is going back and forth, and it feels like I'm like in like a video game. It doesn't feel like this is real life. But maybe that's what made the show so good. Farrah, before we end the show, what's your final thoughts? What do you want to tell the listeners of Happy Hour that are listening on BigMamaRadio.com? What is your final thought, Farrah?
I want them to know that this podcast is nothing but the truth, our personal lives, our experiences, our ideas, and our personal aura. And, you know, we all have different perspectives, but we all just want to share with you guys and make sure that you guys, the listener, are always more than welcome to come back, reach out, and share your thoughts as well.
Angel? Anything?
I didn't expect you to come to me as well. Yeah, man, just expect a good time every time you listen in, honestly, and to be shocked as well with Ryan's crazy comments and body counts.
Hell yeah. I got a higher body count than Brittany Renner. What about you? Corrupted. This is the final thing. No. This is the final thought. I'm not going to talk anymore. Go to RyanHappyRadio.com, search me up, whatever. You have the floor. This is it. This current moment will never happen again. So how the hell do you want to end this show?
You want me to say what I just said of the air?
Sure. Just know that if I tag you and there's a girl that's really digging you and wants to be cuffed up, she might not want to cuff up for Halloween.
That's fine. I don't care. I don't care.
You have such an innocent presence, but really you're a dog. What is it?
I cheat and I'm proud of it. I'm not all the time.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
And like that,